another review for a new token called Jedstar. So I was just running through a few of the new projects that are upcoming in the crypto space, and this did really interest me. So thought of sharing this views with you on the token and how or why it is somewhat of a good thing to look into. Okay, now again, just repeating that I'm not a financial advisor and I do not provide any financial advice, and this in fact is also not a financial advice, just made for educational purposes. Do your own research before you purchase any tokens in the crypto space. So jumping on back to Jedstar, this is their website. You have jedstar.app. Please ensure that you visit the correct website, because there are a lot of scammers out there having fake websites created, and quite a lot of tokens do have fake websites. So this is the one, and going through their website, it pretty much looks very well polished. I really like this logo, which is somewhat of reminds me of these I know it's related somewhat to the Star Wars franchise, but it does give me that galactic kind of experience. It looks cool. Okay, and this is a BEP20 token. It's a decentralized platform, and what they're planning to do is bring out uh, a game ideally, where on an NFT platform where you can sell and buy NFTs and use those in their in-game as an asset. So JED will be the first token in their ecosystem. As what they have mentioned is that they will be having 3 tokens, which we'll look into once we get into the white paper. And this being the first token, it has a limited supply of 100 million tokens, out of which already, if we look at BSC scan, we can see that the burn wallet already has around 50.89% or 50.1% roughly of the tokens almost burned. So we just have 50 million tokens available with us right now. So that's the supply that's there, and the amount of holders are some. Considering, guys, this is a very new project. It hardly started a few days or probably 1.5 or 2 weeks back from the launch date. Okay, and looking into the history, this token is not something which is newly created, but going on to the white paper, there was a token called Jedstar. Okay, so there was this token which got rug or something like that, or they abandoned the project. I mean, that's what was mentioned through. So these guys picked it up, and they wanted to provide justice for all those people who actually lost a lot of money investing in that token. So they picked the token up, and then they have been improvising on it, and this is what we have now. Instead of Jedstar, it's been rebranded, calling Jedstar, with the first token in their ecosystem. As you can see, earn while you hold, the same tokenomic mechanics of almost every token that's coming out into the market. You still can hold the token, you can earn this much percentage of reflections or rewards for holding it as and when any transaction happens. So this has a 6% reflection, and you do have NFTs and the NFT marketplace, which is in plan, which will definitely be the future project. And later on, they are also planning to introduce a play to earn game, which is utilizing the JED tokens that you would have. So considering the limited supply and the ecosystem that they have in plan, and this being the first initiated token, I can somewhat compare this to our Shibarium ecosystem. So you have 3 tokens there as well. You have the ship, you have the leash, you have the bone. So I don't know, I might be wrong here, but it's just my views which I'm trying to put across. This ecosystem might be designed in such a way that JED can be the leash, bone can be another token which they would bring out in terms of governance, and similar to Shiba Inu that we have, they might have some other token which you can utilize for transaction purposes. I mean, that's my thought. That's again an individual opinion. It's subject to change as and when the ecosystem builds and we get to know more about how the token uh, platform works. So, but yeah, this is just my opinion on it. And considering the current supply and the burn portion, you can see here it's very early. Okay, so it says that you just revealed it, and it's just in the month of August, guys, that it got released. So if you can just come down, you can see it's just 24th of August that they have fairly launched, and they have also burned 45%. And out of that, see, 24th we had the 45% burn, but you can look at the burn value over here. Already it's around 5.89% higher, right? So it's already done. It's just a week and a half, and we have already seen a 5% burn. This all has to do with the limited supply that we have, right? So this really is a good thing, and that's where I see that the price of the token would definitely increase in a very short period of time to a high value, mainly considering the supply, because as far as you see, a lot of tokens, even if you hold, you do get reflections and all those stuff, yeah, but the supply is humongous. It's in quadrillion. So that definitely would be a bummer, because the amount of price change that would happen is in decimal points. But when it comes to here, it's a bit interesting, mainly considering the fact that the supply is less. Consider the supply with leash, right? So leash also has a limited kind of somewhat this much of supply, right? So around 100 odd million tokens. So that price is almost around fluctuating between 800 to 1200 or something like that. So the amount of fluctuation or the amount of volatility that also includes is in dollars. It's not in cents or even thirds or hundreds of cents, right? So that's the advantage of having a low volume. Considering the trading volume to increase in the coming days, once the holders increase, you can definitely see a very good price movement in this token. As I said, it's very early, and it's the right time to get into, as per what I would say. And I have personally purchased a few of these tokens. And again, my investment mantra is very simple: invest in what you can lose. Do not invest in something, get stuck over there, or put all your assets into one single bag and keep waiting for the price to rise. That's not how I would work. I would look at a project, if it's interesting, put something over there and leave it aside. Especially with the tokenomics working over here, in terms of burns and reflections happening in the background, it's definitely something that you do not need to look into for probably a month or quarter or something like that, until we have some major announcements happening and there is some action going on. Now, if you're that sort of a person who is looking out for a quick profit, this might be an opportunity, because it's still in the very nascent stages, and probably 1 or 2 months down the lane, uh, after I say that the holders cross around 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, then the volume will definitely increase, and obviously the price action will come into picture. So this would be a right point to get into it. But on the sidelines, for people who want to hold and wait and see, who are really interested and committed to this project, and I'm personally committed to this, I would definitely hold this token for about a 6 months duration to see how it goes. Again, depending on future updates on how the project proceeds, I'll definitely have to take a call. But yeah, this is what it is, and I'm there for the long term, to be frank. So looking into, let's see, probably 6 months down the lane, they launch their own ecosystem, they have few more tokens coming in, we can definitely expect a good price change. And that's in terms of, I'm saying 100x, 1000x maybe. I'm a little bullish on this. I mean, not to be overexcited, but I'm a little bullish considering the supply in place. Okay, so quickly running through the small trailer that we have. Sorry for the music, guys. So we have it right now available in Binance Smart Chain, and just to update, it is also coming into Ethereum once we have sufficient number of holders and they get some marketing in place. So it's a 6% will be a reflection, 2% of transaction will be a burn, and you also have an anti-whale dump. And along with this, let me just stop it there. So one more thing that really interested me is that these guys are all doxed. You can see the CEO, the CHO, the CMO, everyone is doxed. It's not a project which is like, oh, we do not know who is behind it, we do not know who these people are, and they have their spaces right up front. They are accessible via Twitter, they're accessible via Discord, and these are pretty good influencers. In fact, few of them are pretty good influencers too, right? So that's a good sign, one thing, to believe in the project. And second of all, I did hear that the first 1,000 holders, okay, the first 1,000 holders who have a minimum of 1,000 Jedstar will be eligible for a free NFT drop. Now this would happen as soon as the holder count gets to 1,000, and out of which the top 100 holders would also be receiving another special NFT directly free of cost to their wallets. Now that's really interesting because it's kind of another add-on income. Now see, NFTs are a happening place, right? So no matter what the cost, and I do see pretty good artwork over here. If you just look at artwork, few of the artworks that you can see, they're really good, right? So if you can just look at this, they're really good. So we do have some good artists in place, and I'm pretty sure that the NFTs that they're going to roll out would be pretty good as well. So you hold the NFT for a month or two, then definitely the value will appreciate to a good amount, and then yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. You want to keep it, you keep it. Else you want to sell it and make some money, yeah, you're free to do that. But what's to lose? You're getting it for free, right? And all you have to do is you just have to purchase a minimum of 1000 JED tokens, be within this next 400 holders before they reach the 1000 holder addresses. And one more thing, guys, just understand this is not the only thing. As an incentive, you're also getting the tokenomics, which is playing out as 6%, getting reflected to your current balance that you have. So I feel overall it's a good token to start off with, either for a good profit or you want to be a long-term holder. I personally believe that this is a good one. So please do support by subscribing, hitting the like button, and please do comment on any improvements or what you feel about this token so that I can get to know and probably plan my future videos later. Thank you guys. Have fun.